The one thing I wish I'd brought on my mission, the whole mission, is earplugs. And that's like not so bad that you can't hear anything because you wake up to your alarm, but there's just cocks crowing at like 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, so you can't sleep when the sun comes up. I would have brought earplugs and probably like one of those face masks they wear in, like, I don't know, like the things that say princess or whatever, because it just gets so bright so early, and the dogs barking and the roosters are crowing and it's so loud. And like that Catholic prayer, my second area, it was just so loud, they would just blast it and you could not hear it. And so we turn on the fan sometimes so we could like tune that out. I wish I had brought earplugs. For shoes, they just get worn out. I wish I kind of had brought something with a really thick sole, because they just die. But if you're not, they do buy Crocs there. I didn't like the Crocs, I thought they were ugly. But they kind of look like dress shoes. They have really nice Crocs. I just didn't like them. I felt like my feet were turning to prunes. So I would just wear normal shoes and just trash them. I went through probably like 5 or 6 pairs. So don't worry too much about shoes. You just buy them. They're all like $2, $4. Like, it's no big deal. It's really hot, so your hair's gonna be up. I ended up rebonding my hair, which is like a chemical straighten, because it's only like $20. It's like $150 in America. And that was really nice, because then I could sometimes do my hair down. But so you might want to get that done when you get there. I don't know. It's really nice. It just grows out. You wash all your clothes by hand. So my mom would always tell me they like get really sturdy clothes. But mine were all fine. We'd like wear holes in our clothes, but like they would last like a year or so. Like nothing too crazy. If people tell you crazy things, don't really believe them. It's not that much different. Just buy really thin clothes. If you have anything wool or anything else, leave it, because you won't wear it. I didn't care how cute it was. I was not wearing it unless it was to church on Sunday to the air-conditioned chapel. Like anything thick, just leave it. Just get thin, light clothing.
Don't buy clothes that are thick. I would buy like very thin clothes because it gets really hot. And to buy clothes that you can wash by hand, because they get very worn out easily. And so that's a really good thing to bring. Also, as far as like toiletries, they really mean it when you can't find everything there. So what I would do on transfers, or even before I came out on my mission, I had just a suitcase dedicated to toiletries, whether that's like feminine needs, shampoo, conditioner, all of that stuff. And then there's another bag just full of clothes. And so usually that worked great, because by the time you come home, you have a bag that's empty because you used all the toiletries, and you can bring home souvenirs. So that was always nice. Just know that your hair is going to be frizzy no matter what you do with it. So try to plan accordingly, but usually product doesn't really work for it because it's just super hot and humid. Just try to bring clothes that you can be nice and cool in, even though it's hot.
Don't expect to look really good every day. Bring things that don't tear easily. And I liked having wider skirts because a lot of times people don't have chairs in their house and you have to sit on the floor cross-legged. So if you have a pencil skirt all the time, then you're going to have a hard time sitting down. But have a few just in case you have like a nice conference. I'd also bring some rubber Crocs, like some rubber dress shoes, because it gets rainy a lot. And you're not going to want to have these really nice shoes that are getting wet. And yeah, I had a pair of Crocs that I wore through my whole mission, and they worked out really great. Like, yeah, I was so glad that I had those. And then maybe a nice pair of flats for like if an apostle comes, because sometimes that happens. And then like those little footy socks, those dress shoe socks, those are really helpful too, so your feet don't stink. But make sure you get good walking shoes, and not just flats, but like good walking shoes, because you're going to be walking a lot. And they don't have tampons there, so if you want tampons, you have to go buy them and bring them with you, or have your mom send them to you. But they have a lot of other things, like they have toothpaste, they have pads, they have like makeup. I mean, they have makeup. They don't have like a lot of the white people kind of colors, so I'd bring those if you want them. But they have like mascara and eyeliner and things. But your makeup's gonna melt off anyway, so don't spend too much time worrying about that. I don't know if I'd bring a hair dryer or a straightener, because it's no use trying to make your hair stay down. It's gonna poof. It's so humid there. So be prepared for that.
You're sweating all the time. It's humid. I know as sisters, we like to look our tip-top best all the time. And it's good to try and look good, obviously, but I wouldn't worry too much about full-on makeup. Just something simple, because it will end up melting off your face. By the end of the day, you'll have sweated it off pretty much. Your hair is going to be crazy no matter what. They have something called rebonding in the Philippines. It chemically straightens your hair because it just like turns into a frizz ball. Just put your hair up. You'll rather have it up to keep you cooler. Clothes wise, so this is where I've heard a lot of contradicting opinions. Before my mission, a lot of different sisters told me like, oh, wear this, wear this. It really is up to you. I've heard cotton is good because it's more breathable, but it also, when you sweat, it just stays. It doesn't dry off of cotton until you take it off. And so I didn't like that personally. There were some days I preferred to wear cotton, but it's hard because you just feel wet all the time. Another one, I liked a lot of sheer things. So I'm trying to think, I don't know how to explain sheer, just, sheer material. The problem with that is it's see-through. So if you could find something, I went to the Sister Missionary Mall and I got stuff that weren't as see-through, which was really nice. But sheer material is nice because the sweat just rolls right off, and so it's not staying on you. The only problem is that does feel a little bit tighter, and so sometimes you might feel a little bit hotter wearing that. Skirts. Be careful with your skirts. I had moments on my mission where I got like really light skirts because I was like, oh, okay, it's gonna be hot, so lighter skirts are good. No, they're not, because there are what are called storms or bagyos at the Philippines, and the wind will just come and lift your skirt right up. That happened to me a couple times, and that was pretty uncomfortable. I had to throw those skirts away. You want probably about calf length skirts. Anything higher than that, I know it can be to the knee, but you have to take in consideration that you're going to be riding on jeepneys and tricycles, and so when you do that and you're climbing in the jeepneys and stuff, if you bend over it, it like goes up higher and you can see stuff. So I was always most comfortable with calf length skirts. And then as for shoes, when you're proselyting, depending on what mission you go to, even in the city, I preferred to wear rubber shoes. So anything from like good ballet shoes from Crocs, those were my favorite because they're breathable. Some sisters wore stockings or like socks. I didn't like that just because it's really, really hot and your feet smell awful by the end of the day. You need to bring other shoes that are good for like conferences, because you'll have general authorities and like apostles coming and speaking to you. So I had a pair of nice like leather shoes, and those are actually nice sometimes during the rainy season because your feet do get kind of cold when they get wet. So a good place for that would be next to the Missionary Mall. I got my shoes there. There's a shoe store, I think, to the left of it. And those lasted me my entire mission, even when dogs came and ate them up. They were really useful. Bring a lot of mosquito repellent. Sisters tend to get eaten a lot more than elders do. I don't know why that is, but yeah, your mosquitoes will definitely attack you.